Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central, I'm your host Jack, and today we're taking a look at attention-seeking women getting humbled by men. Well, let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
What's the freakiest thing you'd do to me?
Ooh. Probably back away,
Back away, why?
Cause you ain't my type.
You can't handle me.
I don't, you know what, that's what it is.
You couldn't handle my type.
I probably couldn't,
Backing up is probably the best choice. You never know what you might catch.
Would you rate me out of 10?
Who's asking, you or him?
No, what would you rate me out of 10?
A 9.
What can I do for the extra 1 point?
Leave me alone.
You got me there. I bid you good day, sir.
That's one way to make them leave you alone. I'll definitely be keeping this in mind for next time.
You got like main character syndrome.
Of course I do.
So you like to be the center of attention in every room?
To be fair, I don't love attention on me, but I know that I give off that aura effortlessly. When I walk in a room, naturally people do all look because I do naturally strut around without meaning to.
Okay, shout out to you, Beyonce.
Wow, she really has it bad. Someone needs to humble her real quick.
Should your husband have any say in how you dress when you come out the house?
He shouldn't, because you should yourself have that respect for yourself. But a lot of girls here, specifically in Miami, dress half naked all the time, if I could be honest. I would never dress like that. I have a family, I have someone that cares for me, and I just don't like to be that way.
So when a woman comes out the house and she's dressing provocatively, is she trying to send a certain message to people?
In my thinking, I think you're sending a message of like, okay, like I'm letting everybody know that I'm available. But that's my way of thinking, though. I can't speak for everybody.
And what led you to think that way as a woman?
Because, again, I have a daughter, I have people that I care for. So when I think of my daughter dressing like that when she's 16, 17, we know what guys think, we know what girls think, we know what the message sends. Even if you're not trying to, even if they do it because they think it's cool, you are going to send it because you're showing parts of your body that don't need to be shown,
Finally, a woman who speaks sense. All of the modern women out there should be taking notes.
I just sat here and watched you say several times, my husband never calls me beautiful. And not once did you decide in this moment to turn and say, you're beautiful. Because there's a whole bunch about not having the same emotional bandwidth to be able to communicate maybe the same way she does. She can be overly expressive. But there's another thing about just showing common decency to your wife. Yes. Your wife has literally said, you don't call me beautiful. And not one bone in your body thought to turn and tell your wife she's beautiful. Even right now.
She wanted poetry. He gave her a shrug. Wake up, lady. Maybe he's trying to tell you something.
I am fascinated by, I'll say it, I'm absolutely fascinated by the way the mind works, hive works. I'm fascinated.
Next
I
documentary.
cover it on my show. You are correct. It is trending.
And that's why
when
it's such a
Emma
hot
gets
topic
up
to
and does a
speak
video
about.
and says something like, it's chic to be divorced before you're 30. It is absolutely fascinating to see how someone's mind can be so warped. In the same way that I think it's fascinating when anybody does anything crazy or says anything crazy, and I cover it on my podcast. I am not knocking it at all. I just tell people what the facts are. You can choose this lifestyle, and here is where you are 99.9% likely to lead in your life. You are probably not destined for marriage. You're probably not destined for a stable relationship. Men are going to not want this long term. You can say it 1,000 times. You can have 1,000 cultural examples, and women's still got to go out there and be, because they're about their money and about a Cardi B song or whatever it is. So yes, I think it is fascinating, and it is why this is why I talk about it on my podcast, and why I'm very interested to talk to you guys. I hope you guys feel that I've been respectful in listening to, your lifestyles, even though it's so different from mine.
They really should start listening to this woman and ditch bad influences like Cardi B.
To have my life fully funded by men.
I'm just curious, but why does it seem that a lot of women out there have this particular mentality? Why do they deserve to have their lives paid for? I mean, why?
I want my nails paid for. I want my toes paid for. I want my shopping paid for. I want my hair paid for. I want my makeup paid for. I want everything paid for.
There's actually a term that very accurately describes someone who has to live off of the lives of others.
And you know who's going to pay for it? You are.
The saddest part of this is, and it's not the fact that they're basically advertising that they have no marketable skills and are having to live off of their looks alone. I wonder what they're going to do when they're not in their 20s or even their 30s anymore, and they start progressing towards their 40s and their 50s. I wonder if they actually have any job skills. No, but the saddest part about this is that there are actually a lot of men out there that would be more than happy just to pay for it to get her attention.
Guys, please don't fall for any of this nonsense. Just keep your money in your pockets.
I had some with my best friend and my boyfriend.
Oh, I could tell by your lips.
And we all fell in love with each other.
I could tell by your lips.
And we all fell in love with each other.
I think he could tell by her lips.
This is reviewing my Tinder matches as a newly single 30-year-old, just trying to find love. The bio says, looking for friends, don't hit me up on some weird shit. I have a boyfriend. So I obviously said looking for friends on Tinder is quite literally insane, not gonna lie. Then I reported her. Just like principal.
As he should. Getting on a dating app just to friend zone someone is wild.
Why is Mickey Mouse in your back?
Why is there an Avengers behind you?
Because the Avengers is cool and you're how old with Mickey Mouse in the back?
Stop, nothing wrong with that.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
Don't be a hater just because you can't afford to go.
Can't afford to go is crazy. I make more than you do in a month and a week.
Really? By doing girls?
How'd you know?
You look like the type that flaunts their body on the internet.
You think that's an insult?
That is 100% an insult. She's probably just not smart enough to realize it.
Not a gentleman anymore, you don't feed ladies. I'm still a lady. Maybe a lady of the night, but a lady.
I feed ladies that I'm interested in.
So you're not interested in me. I was being too nice. I could talk like a New York, I can get like that. But I'm trying to keep it cute. So you can pay me.
I'm not paying you, that's out the window. I don't even know who you are.
Who raised you?
What?
Who raised you? Your mother be proud of you right now?
Would your mother be proud of you?
He tucked his shirt in. Every girl out here knows what that means. That means you're ready.
Oh, nah, you crazy as hell.
Signal, like a Batman signal.
Oh, I'm untuck my... What you got to know, like, your tricks? How they know?
I just follow them.
You just follow them? So this is what you be doing. This is not new to you.
Yeah, you're not special.
I know I'm not special. I don't even want to be special to you. Yeah, I'm never going to be special to you. This ends here.
Oh, you just get free content and I get nothing.
Absolutely. You followed me. If anything, I feel the type of way.
You feel the type of way.
Because you followed me. I'm who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sorry to say, but her mother is definitely not proud of her. Just let this man shop in peace, please?
I would wonder, so if I saw this Instagram and then met this person in person, I'd be wondering whether every single word and emotion and personality trait that I was witnessing was even real.
So is this a sociopath?
I don't think so.
No?
But it's a person that is obsessed with simulating a certain life, and this is a simulated life, and this is not, we're not seeing anything of real life.
In person, what would this person likely be like?
They would be very suggestible, very easily swayed by social trends.
How about the person they're with?
Probably superficial, artificial. The person is very driven by, I want this person so I can show them to other people. The same kind of person who wants this is very similar to the same person who wants a car, a certain type of car, just so they can show it to others.
If a literal CIA agent is not trusting it, then neither should you.
Today, ask your man if he'd rather kiss you for $1 or someone else for $1,000. If he doesn't say he'll kiss you for free, I think you should start a fight.
She's asking women to set a trap for men, and then encouraging them to start fights. Guys, stay far away from women who follow this type of advice.
Both do OF.
You both do OF. Good. Congratulations on opening a small business. What type of content do? You put a Ring camera in. Oh, what do you do? Put a GoPro and someone is going there. Hey, a lot of stalactites in here. All right.
Been buying new outfits after my breakup.
Damn! You ever get broken up with so bad you start OnlyFans? When you started OnlyFans?
Him.
You broke up with him?
Yeah.
Okay, now you're on your own and you're like, you know what's next?
Yeah.
Look at this! Look at it! So what type of outfits you're buying?
This is actually one of my new outfits.
That's one of your new outfits. What do you think you're gonna do with that? What do you think? What do you think? gonna do with that? It's like just look at it. What is it? What do you think? It's like you got fishnets on. What are you going to catch a bat? What are you going to?
I took pictures of videos.
You started yours too, right?
I did a long time ago.
You just retired? How do you retire? 2 weeks, no more seeing it.
Before I got taken down.
The work was on before I got taken down.
Yeah, and then she started. After her, I got back on.
You saw her and you were inspired. You were like, you ain't gonna be the only one in the mouth. You like girls, okay? Like I'm the only one licking cootie.
If these women represent the future of our generation, then I want absolutely no part in it.
You a heavy set. How much do you weigh? How much do you weigh?
How much do I weigh?
Yeah.
I currently weigh 149 pounds.
About how tall are you?
I am 5'2".
How long you been married?
I'm sorry, how long I've been married? 14 years.
What's your husband do for a living?
My husband is a bodybuilder.
And he lets you post thirst trap pictures on the internet?
I don't post thirst trap pictures.
Ma'am, I'm looking at them right now.
Huh?
I'm looking at them right now.
What is a thirst trap picture?
I shouldn't have to pull up your content.
My husband follows me, so if there's anything on my page that my husband didn't approve of, I will remove it.
Is this you right here? Is this you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so this is not thirst trap?
No. If my husband had a problem with it, I would take it down in the New York second, with no second thought. With no second thought.
Sounds like her husband needs to start speaking up before things get really out of hand. Sorry for the reality check, ma'am, but they're staring at you because you're acting like a fool in public.
First off, if you have to disable the comments because everybody's taking that man's side or saying you're wrong, you should probably just remove this video in the first place. Now, you're upset with that man because while you're filming yourself taking outfit pics in a coffee shop, he's uncomfortable and he tells you that it's a lot, which it is, to the point where you film this video to post online as his punishment to try and embarrass the man, as well as take a photo that you posted, now deleted, to mock the man, sarcastically saying that he's your boyfriend, which I didn't get to screenshot because you blocked me. Now, there is a time and place for everything. The coffee shop is not one of them. People are there to study, to work, to drink their coffee in peace, not be in the background of your social media content. The coffee shop is not your personal film studio. You can film this nonsense at home. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
Miss, you need to take a long, hard look at yourself. And how difficult is it to just record these kind of videos at home?
You know, let me just say something real quick to black women with love. You have your wig on, right? And then you put on a headband. I think that you think you're fooling someone, but we know you're just covering up the beginning of your wig, or maybe your edges ain't got laid down right, or maybe you're balding right here from all of those chemicals that you use. Stop doing that. Like, you're not fooling anybody, and it's very weird, okay? So just know that we're not dumb, okay? In case you were wondering. No, we're not dumb.
It's starting to become a little too obvious now. Next time, try using a mirror.
26 and I've been seeing this guy 33 for a few months now. While we started with the intention of something serious, I was the one who suggested keeping it casual because I didn't think he was where I wanted him to be in his life. He's 33, he's flat sharing, doesn't have a car, etc, etc.
Oh dear.
We've been clear about boundaries and we both agreed that we would continue this dynamic until either of us find someone we want to settle down with. He has a 22-year-old female flatmate who, according to one of their other flatmates, has feelings for him.
Oh God.
The 22-year-old has said things like she really fancies him, has never been with a black guy before. And even, I've been on so many dates, but no one compares to him.
How do you know? Yeah, I was going to say, have you been on a date with him?
Yeah, how do you know?
He claims she's not his type and he brushes it off, but their closeness is making me jealous.
Ooh.
Over Christmas, He took her with him to visit his family in Manchester.
What's going on?
Where they stayed with his dad and his sister from Christmas Eve to Boxing Day.
That's his girlfriend.
She also went with him to his birthday celebrations at his family home earlier this month.
What's going on?
32 and 33.
That's why I'm confused though.
When I brought this up, he reassured me that I'm his type and that he's not interested in her. But the situation still bothers me. Here's the thing. I know I'm just his friends with benefits and technically I shouldn't care, but I do. I like what we have. He's kind, he's caring, he treats me well.
Oh. So girls are terrible, man. We do this all the time. But now that somebody else is like, oh, he's kind, he's caring. Nah, we're terrible. Oh, Lord.
If she really liked him, she would have made it official. That is totally on her.
I literally straight up asked my ex-boyfriend, how would you feel about me hooking up with other guys?
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you every guy's worst nightmare in the flesh.
Literally just like that. He reacted not well.
How else did you think he was going to react? He is not Diddy. Wait, this is all Diddy's fault, isn't it?
I'm not joking. He lost his appetite. He was literally in the middle of lunch. He was like, I can't even finish my food just thinking about that.
And I bet 17 chicken nuggets. That is exactly the reason why he is ex-boyfriend.
I was like, okay, boundaries understood. I will not ask again. I never brought it up again, never even thought about it.
She thought about it. If not, how and why is she telling us?
I totally respected it. But hey, it doesn't hurt to ask.
The ex-boyfriend literally told her how much it hurt, and she is saying it doesn't hurt to ask. The Delulu is too strong in this one.
And this is exactly why a lot of men have trust issues nowadays, purely because of women like her.
I was like, damn, I really never had a guy stay with me and it's like, I'm going food shopping for this house. I'm going to get a couple of other things. I'm coming back and get something for everybody. And he really went. He came back, had groceries for everybody and everything. I'm thinking this is my dream man. I love it. He even had a jury, like, look, close your eyes. I was like, close your eyes vibes. Like, I'm thinking I'm living in awe. I closed my eyes. He opened his attendance rate, so he got me whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, you buying things. So now he said, I want to take you on a date. So I'm like, I'm thinking steakhouse. I'm thinking, big old lobsters. You know what I'm saying? Like
tennis bracelet to make you think that, okay?
Right. I said, yeah, we finna eat some lobsters. Lamborghinis.
He was driving a Lamborghini?
No, I said I thought we was finna eat some Lamborghinis or whatever. The noodles. Well, whatever. Anyway, I thought we. But he just wanted to go to a
It just hit me. You mean linguine?
That's the one. Yeah.
Okay.
She can't even say the name correctly, yet she wants it? Ridiculous. Next, she'll be looking for a man who drives a linguine.
What brings you out here? What brings you out here if you already have guys?
We want to get drunk. A girls' night.
Define your girls' night. How come girls' night can't be at the house drinking over there?
We want to get drunk. Why would we get drunk at the house?
Because I just want to get drunk.
Yeah.
Why you want to do it in public with other guys, knowing that they're gonna hit on y'all?
I usually FaceTime my boyfriend 24/7 when I'm out.
But not right now.
Just because we have a boyfriend doesn't mean we can't be in public if there's other males around.
But why not at the house though? Why there's no guys?
Why not at the house? Because why does it matter?
Why they got look this good?
I let my boyfriend go out, so I can go out.
But where does he go out though?
It's music. It's good vibes. It's good energy. We're in the city. We're at a bar. We're getting drunk. Like, it's Cinco de Mayo.
Or is it because there's a lot of guys here and y'all crave the attention?
Definitely not, because there's a lot of guys here.
I bet if the roles were reversed, they wouldn't be too happy about their boyfriends going out.
Am I the for walking out of my own birthday dinner because my girlfriend turned it into her celebration? So my 25 male birthday was last weekend. I don't usually do anything big, but this year a bunch of my friends were in town and my girlfriend 23 female offered to plan something. I was genuinely excited. She made a dinner reservation at a nice place I've been wanting to try and said she had a little surprise planned. That surprise was that she invited a bunch of her friends, like 6 of them, people I barely knew. One of them I actively dislike because she used to hit on me when my girlfriend and I first started dating. My girlfriend brushed it off saying it would make things more fun and lively. Whatever, I tried to roll with it. But then at dinner, it just got worse. She spent the entire time talking to her friends. I was seated at the far end of the table next to 2 people I'd never met. She didn't even sit next to me. When the food came, they all toasted her for organizing everything and started talking about her upcoming promotion.
All right.
Her best friend gave a speech about how she deserves all the happiness in the world.
My birthday.
What? Not one mention of me or my birthday. No cake, no toast, no happy birthday, nothing. I literally just sat there while everyone gushed over her for 2 hours. Eventually, I got up, paid for my portion of the meal, and said I wasn't feeling well and left. I didn't make a scene or yell, I just quietly left. Later, she texted me saying that I embarrassed her in front of her friends and ruined the night. She said she tried really hard to make it special and I was being ungrateful. A few of her friends have messaged me saying I was being immature. Still, no happy birthday, no apology, just told me I was being dramatic and should be thankful she even organized something.
Yeah, get out.
I guess the dinner really was all about her. So yeah, I ended things.
There you go.
Good
for you. Very good. That's what I want to.
That is just terrible behavior on her part. She doesn't deserve to be in a relationship if that's the type of mindset that she has. What happened to respecting people's personal space? Is that a thing of the past?
Breaking news, do you guys want to hear the most hilarious thing ever? And this comment pretty much sums it up. I made a video about a couple weeks ago about this girl right here, where she had her phone out during class, she was primping, she had her long nails going, and she was pretty much laughing in the teacher's face. Well, the funniest thing just happened. I guess she wasn't too happy about my video because she just sent me this message on Instagram. She said, hey, I noticed you used my video in one of your videos. If you could take it down, thank you. I never gave you the right to use it, nor did I receive credit. Therefore, I have the right for you to take it down. If no response or action is taken within 48 hours, I will take further action. Hope we can easily resolve this. Thank you. I don't think she knows how the law works. And this is sort of proving my point that I made about her last video. That she was making fun of her teacher, that they graduated even though they were bad in class and were on their phone and doing whatever they wanted to do. Because their teacher was forced to make them pass. Well, let me give you a newsflash, Dana. There's this thing called law of fair use. And it permits a party to use a copyrighted work, which, sorry, your video isn't copyrighted, but let's say that it is, without the copyright owner's permission for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, and teaching. Well, guess what? In that video, I criticized you, and I was reporting on this video, and now I'm teaching you a lesson. So you can threaten me all you want, but I'm not taking the video down. Nice try, but try again. Bye-bye.
All I can say with this one is stay in school, kids, and stop using your phone during class.
Loved a man for 5 years. He was in construction, cheated.
He cheated.
Exactly, 1,000,000 times.
Bro, what the man just have a construction job?
He's here tonight. I have text messages, pictures from girls. I have pictures of him in the bed with her. They would send it to me.
Okay, do we have any questions? Raise your hand if we got any questions. Okay.
Ask Tammy's over there.
You have anything to say, fool?
I got a lot to say. First of all, if they give you 3 to 4 months without having a conversation with you, and then, exactly, thank you, I'm single. When I'm single, yes, to me, and they come to me. But I got text messages where I say, let's fix this before it's too late. And they say, you, they go on trips. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. And then on top of all that, you do the right thing and you buy a mother ring. And she's wearing the ring. There was a one time that she went pancreas. I was there, and her daughter had a high phone because she was so scared. Tell the truth, mija. Tell the truth, mija. She had to hide the phone because I was find out. Then I saw her here.
Can you blame this guy? Sounds like she deserved every single thing he did to her.
What in the actual...
I don't even think that's human. Call the Pentagon, it's gotta be an alien.
I was just at the thrift store and this guy kept following me around.
Okay, so far not so good.
I was like, what do you want? Like, you're being weird. And then he asked me out on a date and I was like, what would make you think that I would say yes? You're so ugly. And then it made me realize, like, every time I leave the house, it's always ugly, old, creepy men that follow me around stores. And I'm like, why would you think that we're in the same league? And it really messes with my head. Like, it really messes with my confidence because I'm like, maybe I am ugly. And, like, If I don't have my like beauty, then what do I have?
A personality? There is more to a person than just the way that they look. And might I add that looks don't stay around forever. And not everyone was gifted with good looks. So, yeah, just no.
The truth is, you attract what you are, and judging by her attitude, it's no wonder high-value men aren't lining up. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like these. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you should watch another one. Till next time.